Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're taking a deep dive into a concept that, well, it gets talked about a lot, but maybe not always with this kind of clarity. Fulfillment. We're exploring it not as some, vague, abstract thing you just hope to bump into.
Right, not something passive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as something genuinely, strategically blueprinted. Think of blueprinting here as like meticulous planning, intentional construction.
Rather than just hoping things fall into place.
Precisely. It's about building your path forward deliberately. And collaboration and vision are key parts of that build.
Absolutely key.
Our insights today are coming from the Abundance Blueprint podcast, specifically an episode called Fulfilled Fridays, From Foundation to Fulfillment, hosted by Naomi Sadiq.
Yeah, she has a really interesting take.
She really does. Her core message, and it's a powerful one, is that we don't chase abundance, we blueprint it.
Which really challenges that common sort of passive approach, doesn't it?
It completely does. So our mission today is to unpack what this blueprinting truly looks like in practice. How do diverse elements come together?
Right.
And why is embracing collaboration not just like a nice to have, but absolutely critical for making a real impact?
Getting into the nuts and bolts of it.
Exactly. So Naomi introduces this fascinating concept right off the bat. She suggests that Fulfilled Fridays carry this distinct energy of indigo deep purple.
Indigo, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. And she describes indigo as representing wisdom, perspective, and higher vision. It's like she's urging us to zoom out, see the bigger picture.
Like getting off the hamster wheel for a second.
Right. More than just the day-to-day grind. Almost like taking an aerial view of your whole landscape.
And that zoom out is so crucial, isn't it?
It seems to be.
What's really fascinating here is how she uses color to symbolize a fundamental shift in mindset. It's not just about doing more or even, working harder necessarily. It's about seeing more, connecting those dots that maybe seemed unrelated before, and actually appreciating the progress you've already made.
That appreciation piece feels important.
It's vital for achieving that sustainable sense of fulfillment. It helps prevent burnout, fosters growth that actually lasts. It means deliberately stepping back from the immediate fires to see the broader strategy.
Making more intentional choices, less reactive ones.
Exactly. Seeing the whole blueprint, not just the corner you're working on right now.
That's a really important point. So Naomi's insights then take us on this journey, illustrating how individual experiences contribute to this idea of fulfillment. It's almost like different elements coming together in that master blueprint we mentioned.
Yeah, the building blocks.
Right. She highlights several individual stories from the week, each bringing a unique piece to the puzzle.
Okay.
So consider David, for example. He's a veteran who apparently jumped headfirst into business without financial education.
Oh boy, that's a classic entrepreneurial pitfall, isn't it?
Totally. It reminds us that passion alone isn't quite enough, right? The blueprint needs solid financial foundations. You need to understand the practical side.
The numbers matter.
They really do. Then there's Janelle, who proved that micro wins stack into steady contracts.
Ah, the power of consistency.
Yes, underscoring that even the smallest consistent efforts are vital building blocks. Those tiny, repeatable successes really do add up to something substantial over time.
Little by little, yeah.
And Tanya taught that balance is strategy, not luxury. Now, this one really challenges that pervasive hustle culture, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It flies in the face of grind till you drop.
It suggests that without strategic pauses, without allocating your energy wisely, your whole blueprint might actually crumble before it's even finished.
Burnout is real. Balance is essential for the long haul.
And finally, Sierra showed how gratitude multiplies business when you focus on what's already in your hands.
That mindset shift again.
Right. Acknowledging what's working before chasing what's missing. So these diverse experiences, from, financial education gaps to harnessing gratitude, they're all presented as vital steps towards fulfillment. But I guess the question is, do these disparate elements truly fit into one cohesive blueprint? Is there a risk of trying to do too much at once?
That's a critical question. And I think while they seem distinct, Naomi's genius is perhaps in showing that the blueprint isn't prescriptive in terms of exactly what skills you need, but more about how you weave them together.
Okay, the integration piece.
Exactly. These individual stories, while coming from different places, they underscore different facets of strategic growth. They show that fulfillment isn't this single linear path.
Right, not just one road.
It's more a culmination of various strategies. For instance, you take the financial education David needed, combine that with Sierra's gratitude practice, and suddenly you have a foundation that's both resilient and positive.
Oh, I see.
The challenge for many isn't necessarily a lack of skills, maybe, but seeing how they connect, how they contribute to a larger holistic approach. It's about building a robust structure, not just, piling up bricks randomly.
Okay, that makes sense. Building this structure.
Yeah.
So these individual stories paint a vivid picture, definitely. Challenges, triumphs. But what happens when these efforts are intentionally combined?
Right, the synergy.
Yeah. And the core of Naomi's message truly shines through in a central example she gives, Kathy Hare's fulfillment story, which she calls the star story.
Kathy Hare. Okay.
So Kathy Hare, founder of the unique umbrella effect, recognized this significant and frankly widespread problem, one I think many of us, especially entrepreneurs, can relate to.
Which is?
Too many small businesses were grinding in silence, missing out on visibility and opportunity.
The isolation trap. Feeling unseen despite the hard work.
Exactly that feeling. So Kathy's task was clear. Create a space where entrepreneurs could genuinely stand tall, not just for themselves, but for their communities too.
Okay, so what was the action?
Her action. She built the unique umbrella effect, which sounds like a brilliant platform where businesses can align under one, well, literal umbrella.
An umbrella. I like that metaphor.
Me too. And through that, they gain visibility and support through collaboration and signature events. This isn't just theory either. We're talking concrete examples.
Good, practical stuff.
One such event mentioned is the Veterans Ball. It's scheduled for November 15th at Ruth Eckerd Hall.
Wow, Ruth Eckerd Hall. That's a significant venue. That's major visibility.
Huge opportunity for exposure, right? So, the result of this collaborative model is genuinely transformative, it seems.
How so?
Well, instead of struggling alone, these entrepreneurs now find themselves on bigger stages. They're connecting with contracts, sponsors, clients they probably never would have met otherwise.
Breaking out of that echo chamber.
Precisely. Kathy is described as the connector, the minister, and the expert who helps them stand stronger. It's a powerful testament to that idea of shared vision leading to amplified success.
This really illustrates that principle perfectly. Collaboration creates acceleration.
Yeah.
What's particularly insightful here is that it's not simply about individual effort being multiplied, like 1 + 1, 2. It's about leveraging collective strength and shared platforms to achieve something exponentially greater, like 1 + 1 = 3, or even more.
Okay.
That umbrella metaphor perfectly captures how disparate businesses, maybe even in different sectors, can gain strength together. Take the Veterans Ball example.
Right.
It's not just one business putting on an event, it's a platform. You might have a caterer, a decorator, a photographer. They mentioned LDS Photography as a new partner. Maybe even a local florist, all under Kathy's umbrella. They can cross-promote, share a unified marketing message, tap into each other's client bases. That's how you see that exponential effect. This B2B collaboration amplifies reach and opportunity in ways individual businesses could, frankly, only dream of.
This idea of grinding in silence, it just resonates. I've talked to so many entrepreneurs who feel that way. It's almost like a badge of honor for some, that struggle.
It is, strangely.
But it sounds like Kathy's model directly challenges that mindset. It shifts from isolated effort to collective impact.
Absolutely. And it's not just about visibility, though that's huge. It's also about shared burden and, importantly, shared celebration.
The shared success.
Imagine you're a small business owner, maybe feeling a bit worn down, a bit exhausted, and then you find an umbrella like this. You're not just selling your widget or service anymore. You're actively contributing to something larger, like honoring veterans at this ball.
That changes things.
That shift in perspective can be incredibly re-energizing. It fosters a sense of purpose beyond just the bottom line, which is a key component of that deeper fulfillment Naomi talks about, that indigo energy.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? This isn't just about admiring a great model from afar.
Right, it needs to be actionable.
And the podcast episode goes even further, providing very specific ways to actively engage with this collaborative approach, moving beyond just theory. It's incredibly practical.
Yeah, so?
You're encouraged, quite directly, to call Kathy Hare directly at 813-363-7958.
Wow, giving out the number directly, that's confidence in the model.
It really is. And when you call, the suggestion is you can inquire about the Veterans Ball, obviously, but also about visibility for your business and, crucially, how Kathy might help review your policies and protect your future.
So practical support beyond just networking. Policy review, protection that's tangible value.
Very tangible. These aren't vague suggestions, they're concrete offerings addressing common pain points for entrepreneurs. The episode also mentions Kathy will soon be joining right here on this show, referring to the Abundance Blueprint podcast itself.
So more opportunities to learn from her coming up on that show.
Seems like it. Signaling even more chances to get insights directly.
This really emphasizes that true blueprinting, as Naomi puts it, involves not just understanding the principles, but actively engaging with concrete solutions and specific individuals who are making it happen.
Taking action.
Yes. The idea of reaching out for shout-outs, guest features, or content creation is explicitly positioned as strategy, not fluff.
Strategy, not fluff. I like that.
It reinforces that deliberate, intentional approach to building abundance. Every connection, every collaborative step is part of a larger, well-thought-out plan. It's about being proactive, seeking out these opportunities, understanding that networking done right is fundamental to growth.
Not just collecting business cards.
Exactly. Building real, mutually beneficial relationships under a shared vision.
Okay, so before we wrap up, there's one more element the episode includes. A mindful moment for breath work.
Ah, interesting. Bringing it back to the individual.
Yeah, urging you to seal this in. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6. A simple practice. And it directly connects this practice back to the core idea. Fulfillment is indigo. It's wisdom. It's seeing the bigger picture with calm clarity. It's a powerful way to pause and just sort of let everything we've discussed sink in.
Indeed. And it's more than just a relaxation technique, isn't it?
Seems like it.
It's about consciously activating that indigo energy, that wisdom, that calm clarity, and integrating it into your actual practical day-to-day strategy.
Connecting the inner state to outer action.
Precisely. Having a clear, calm mind is absolutely essential for seeing those hidden connections we talked about, for identifying genuine collaborative opportunities, not just time wasters,
Right.
and for making those informed decisions that truly lead towards authentic fulfillment. It means deliberately stepping back from the constant pressure to gain perspective.
Making intentional, less reactive decisions again.
It's about intentional presence within your strategic planning, not just planning, but planning with clarity.
And for those of you listening who want to go even deeper, the episode does encourage listeners to engage further.
Oh.
By grabbing a book mentioned, I found out I had breast cancer on my lunch break, which is available on Amazon, and also subscribing to the Abundance Blueprint podcast on Spotify, sharing it, even with your network, to go viral together.
Extending that collaborative spirit, that sense of community.
Exactly. It's all about extending that spirit beyond just your immediate business deals and into a wider community of support and shared growth.
It makes perfect sense within the umbrella concept.
It really does.
Yeah.
So to tie it all together then, the core message from our deep dive today. Fulfillment isn't something you just chase through isolated hustling, constantly scrambling on your own.
Feeling like you're always pushing a boulder uphill alone.
Right. Instead, it's strategically blueprinted.
Yeah.
Much like an architect meticulously plans a building, piece by thoughtful piece. Intentionally.
We've seen how wisdom, perspective, and that genuine collaboration, the indigo energy, aren't just abstract ideals. They are truly actionable strategies. Strategies that can elevate small businesses, multiply their impact, and lead to accelerated growth in a very real, tangible way. It's about building strong foundations together.
Fostering a sense of shared success.
Exactly. Moving beyond zero-sum thinking.
We've explored how connecting under a shared umbrella, like Kathy Hare's model, can truly transform a business. Moving it from that grinding in silence.
Feeling stuck.
Standing tall on bigger stages. So we leave you with this thought. Where in your own endeavors right now might you be grinding in silence? Feeling that isolation, perhaps?
Where are you trying to do it all alone?
And what specific collaborative umbrella or collective vision could you actively seek out or maybe even help create to shift from that isolated effort to accelerated fulfillment?
Something to really mull over.
Definitely something to think about as you go about your week.